made a video in a minute. Long time, honestly, because like this game has not been the most fun to play the whole year. Pretty much right now, I'm in quarantine life like everyone else, or majority of everyone else in America. If you're in Texas right now, you're still lucky because you got the gym and all that stuff open. Your boy's missing the gym right now. I literally feel myself gaining weight by the day. I'm about to order some equipment today, some bands and whatnot. I'm gonna try to make this outside thing work. Get the cardio up, just try to tone out, do a lot of crunches, push-ups, all this aesthetic stuff. Theoretically, all this rest, if you grind and stretch at home, should make your return to the gym that much greater. So I just have to follow through with it. But basically the way I approach this game now is I just have fun. There's no way to approach this competitively. I'm still getting gold 2 every week, still playing against drop back 1 depth. I'm going to show you my narrow 4-3-1-2 formation I've been using to just press all game. It's one of those things where if you have the bank account and or just you stacked up the amount of coins through foot champs, trading, squad battles, all that to buy a good defense, because that's the key. I have 2 very good defenses with a mix of players I bought. Actually, I just bought Van Dijk. Everyone else I've done in the SBC because that's the name of the fucking game this year. So let's just do a club stock right now. All these loan cards, obviously, I'm sure most of you guys have them. Haven't played a foot-friendly match in forever and a day, so I bet you my foot-friendly squad would be loaded because there's no contract. So I would obviously have 99 Ronaldo, Maldini, Zanetti, Del Piero, like all these guys would be in it. But let's get to the players we actually use. So I got Sergio Ramos right here. Best defender SBC card they released this year. Stats speak for itself. I try to get him into any team possible. I play him at right back, center mid, center back. He can play wherever. It depends on who else I have in the team, whether he plays his actual position right back or I move him to center back CDM. Still got Del P from the swaps. I don't even know if in my last video if I made a video showing that. Pretty good return, you know. For the second swaps, this is probably the best card you could have got. Overall value. I mean, maybe some people would say Essien, maybe some people, say like the Blanc and Pat combo, something like that. Me personally, not really. Kimmich, another easy SBC I did. The way I look at SBCs is if there's a 90 overall card and you need 1 squad, I do every single one. I'm pretty sure this Kimmich only had 1 squad. Maybe it was like an 85 or an 87, but I'm pretty sure it was like 187 or 186. Again, beast mode card. I have a full Bundesliga team that I don't even use. That's just untradeable special cards. Lampard. At first, this guy pissed me off to no end because this was the card that I packed out of my Prime Icon pack. I've completed the 9 tokens to get the Prime Icon pack for the first one, and I do regret it massively. I should have just took Overmars Moments card because he literally fits what I need in my team right now, and then taken Maldini and then just went for Team of the Season cards and called it a year. But I went with the pack because I saw everyone else on YouTube doing the packs, and this is where we are. So, like, it could be better, but it is what it is. Actually have found a way to make use of him, especially that I play narrow now, because him in the middle of the park, you look at the passing stats, it's ridiculous. The shooting stats kind of lie because I feel like in-game his shot isn't that good, but at the same time I also am boosting his dribbling and defending. I'm sure if I put a engine on him or even a hunter, his shooting would probably be better. But with the chem stat, he gets 10 chem, so his agility is going to hit like in the 80 range. I think it's like plus 15 agility with the Guardian, which is really what I'm going for. Nedved, played him on the wing and at cam, he sucked. Moved him to center mid in my narrow, and he's starting to produce for me. He's actually scored those 4 goals and 3 assists yesterday when I started playing the narrow. Other than that, he won like 15 games doing nothing for me. I cannot get this card off my books. I've been trying to move him for the past 2 days now at night, just trying to, if I sell him for 397 and above, I'll only take a 2K loss. So like 397 will bring it down to like 376 after tax, and I played 380, so that's like a 4K loss for that. So I've been trying to do like between 397 and 399 on 6 hours overnight. I did it 2 days in a row, nobody bought. See, like right now, you see this, like these are what kills me right here. Like this guy's 375, that's a buy. Like, if these 2 got bought, I would honestly put mine up for 390. It's going to get to a point I might take a 10, 15K loss on him. I'm pretty much just waiting for rewards tomorrow. This Mahrez card is broken. If you can get him into your team, get him. Look at all the stats. I don't even touch dribbling and passing, and all those shits are at fucking 90s already. Like, I don't even need to touch him. Maybe you could honestly run basic on him. I got him for $275. I think he's maintained that price. He might even have gone down a little bit, honestly, because he's just not. Algeria is not a friendly nation, and unless you have like meta prem cards right now, you're probably not putting him in your team, which is what is doing. I'm gonna have to try and move him this weekend, and then I'm honestly gonna buy him back. So I'm gonna try to sell him for what I got him for, and then buy him back again. But honestly, if his price is like $250, I'm just gonna run with him this weekend. Politano, got him from the League Challenge, great card. Tovan, did this SBC, I don't know if it's still live. I love him. Says I played 19 games, doesn't even feel like that really. 10 goals, 11 assists, that's 21 points from 19 games. Can't really complain with that. He plays central cam for me, he's there to facilitate. Everything about the card I love, self-explanatory. This Roy Keane, I'm a big fan of. I actually want to get the prime Roy Keane. Now, it's kind of the same situation as my Nedved. I'm going to try to get this one for the same price. Might be a little harder. You see, I could sell him right now for $305 if these two weren't up. And he would go for $305. Because all these are, oh, see, $304, $305. See, these people are what screw it because they put up for 7 hours at $300. Wow. Yeah, I'm going to lose money on him. I'm probably going to lose 30K on this card. Well, I honestly might keep him and then use him in Weekend League and try to sell him during the Weekend League. I just also wear bad cards. As you can tell, you know, I've done every SBC that was viable, every challenge. You know, Kubo, one of my favorite cards in the game. Oshmin, self-explanatory. This guy should be a lot better than he is. Does not feel that good in game. I'm going to be completely honest. Maybe it's just me. I don't like him that much. Kovacic, great card. Gotta get him back into the team. That's probably coming whenever I sell my Nedved. And then obviously, you know, Konate's went up. Thankfully, they played their game against Spurs and slapped them up before all this BS happened. But yeah, man. You know the vibes. We got all the specials. Orsic, like I'm really just gonna keep cycling through because I could spend all day talking to you about all the specials I have. I think I'm gonna stop when we start getting the golds. I think the golds are about to start showing up now. I'm telling you, brother, we got specials on specials. I could make a full special team for almost every league right now just out of what I have in my club stock. Yeah, I think this is it. Yeah, that's about everything that's worthwhile. So basically, with this quarantine going on, I'm going to really try to push this game and Warzone. I'm not having that much fun with either right now, just because Warzone's an amazing game. Like you need a gang to run with. Like my one boy, he's working at ShopRite, helping all y'all crazy motherfuckers out. So he still has a pretty crazy hectic shift. Even with this, it's actually made his shift crazier. When for a lot of people, it's made it easier for them. Not necessarily easier because everybody wants to make money, but he has the same amount of shifts and/or more shifts. Like they're giving people raises. It's getting crazy. He lives up the street from me, and they work out, and his job is down the street from me, and it is just a mess. Like my mom's went there at 7 a.m. to get stuff. By 8 a.m., all the main stuff is gone. But if I'm playing with him and somebody else, we have mad fun. I definitely need to work on making content for that because Warzone's mad fun. I also want to do stuff at pro clubs. I'm trying to get back into a league because, you know, I'm sitting here all the time. Why the fuck not try to get into a league or do something? So I'm going to hit up PCN, hit up some people I know, and try to make that happen. But as of right now, I'm just approaching, like, I have no motivation to play this game. It's pretty much just because it's the only somewhat fun game compared to Call of Duty out there that I can grind the whole time. 2K has the potential to be great, but one, I don't know that many people that play 2K, and two, like, the system last year as far as my park and all that was way better than the system this year. My issue with this game is they made drop back and all that stuff so prevalent with the AI aggression that it's been hard. You could have set tactics that work, and you could you could average 65% possession, 10 chances a game, but if they're on drop back one depth, like, you're just not going to score. And they can counter you at any point because you have to keep yourself open to create a chance when they have 9 people in the box, and then they just explode on you. So the way I'm approaching it now, especially because I'm inside, I've been thinking all day, is I'm just going for next, and if we get the win, we do. If we don't, we don't. And I'm just trying to get myself into Division 1 and then just keep playing against that competition, and hopefully that translates to FUT Champs. So right now, this is my main formation. I will hopefully upload some goal clips after. I'm about to stream right now, twitch.tv/db2games. I need to put that somewhere in the video. About to get back on my Fulmora shit. And these are the tactics that I'm using in the narrow. We're currently in D3. I go 4-3-1-2, pressure on heavy touch. Now this might scare you, but yeah, I put the depth at, is this 8? Yeah, depth at 8. Basically, I want everyone from Roy Keane above to stay in the other team's half. Even if the guy's coming at me, I basically have my Diego Carlos and my Langley playing aggressively towards the half line. So really the only way I'm getting caught out is if someone is smart enough to LBY like diagonally, and like that's their game plan. Like you might be able to do that to me once or twice, but it's not going to work all game. Like for someone to consistently combat this, you have to consistently be LBYing down the wings or doing a lot of wing back play, which you might come up against. Like I wouldn't recommend this against 3-5-2 or something like that, just because it's spread out. But then I would recommend it because if you can get this Tovan, Ronaldo, Oshman triangle around their middle center back, it's going to cause problems. And I know for a fact, I'm saying this as a disclaimer, not all tactics are going to work for you, and these tactics probably work very well because I have the defenders to do it. And I'm going to show you guys the defensive stat I look at that makes it work. But instructions: stay central, stay forward on whatever striker you think is slower, and you want to be more of a target man. So it's crazy that Ronaldo is my target man here, but Oshman is just electric on the ball, so he stays central, getting behind, stay forward. Tovan is stay forward, getting the box across, because I just pretty much want him overlapping whatever Ronaldo and Oshman are doing. Ronaldo stands there, so he's basically staying forward, but he's there as my #1 outlet. So anytime I get it, I'm kicking it to him. I either want to ball roll and take someone on with him, or I want to do a 1-2 between him and Tovan, him and Oshman, and make things happen that way. Now your key players right here are these three guys. If you have these three in the midfield that are just powerhouses, you will have so much fun with this formation. Because Aouar, he was the card that you got for, I think, for completing not the last season's objective, but the one before that. And his stats are just nuts. Now, I put Backbone on him because he's very, very good on ball already. But you notice Backbone gives him the +10 to awareness, +10 to stand tackle, and +10 to slide tackle. So that defensive awareness stat is what's going to put your guys in the right position to intercept. So if you have that and interceptions at a decent level, plus with all these ball stats, it works really well. Now, I wouldn't want Aouar to be my main guy here centrally because he is. I think he's high medium. But as a complementing guy, Aouar scores a lot for me just rolling in. And that's what Nedved's role is as well. Now, his stats are trash because I just moved him there yesterday. But when I get some clips later and put him up, like, you'll see. Same thing with Nedved. He's not my defensive guy. He is just agile in the shooting. So I have him overlapping the same as Aouar. And then Keane, I have him on stay back, stay central, cover center. No, stay back, stay on the edge, stay back while attacking, stay on the edge of box or cross, and then cover center, 4-3-1-2, central CM. And I don't touch his defending only because I don't know how to explain this, but with certain icon cards in this game, I know EA do this, and they will never put it down as a fact. But like the way that their build is in game, or the way that the game mechanics work, I don't know if it's just written into the code. They do a lot of things very well compared to other cards. Like my Lampard does not look fast at all, but in game feels like an 80 pace card and is always in the right spot. So it's the same thing at Roy Keane. He's a Brig Brolic in game. Like he's intercepting everything. If you leave it free ball across the middle, he's taking it, taking it, taking it. Now, I've been using him like this because I need him to move around more because he's the only center mid, so I just really want the pace and the agility and balance to all be kind of more than it is. But if I had, essentially, if I was able to sell Nedved and then put someone like a Ballack in that position, I would have Keane probably on Guardian, and he would just be slow, like just like the sole motive is for him to just sit there. That's my plan for the weekend, is to move out Nedved and bring in somebody else and then have them sitting there. And then have Keane just be 100% sitting there. I'm going to put Guardian on him, just focus on dribbling and defending. But I highly recommend this Roy Keane card. I'm sure the Prime one's good too, but I fucking love the mid card. Now this guy was an SBC that everyone should have done way back. He's upgraded now. He used to be 84. Again, look at his defending stats. All dominant. Langley, don't need to say much. He's been here since the beginning of time, honestly. I think this is literally my third Langley that I've used this year because I'll literally pack him in on tradable packs, and then I put the old one in SBCs and I just use the fresh one. But yeah, he's a great guy. I think he has base, you see, now this is why Langley I think is top 5 center back in the game, because his base defending is 90 defensive awareness. So you put any type of defending stat on him, it goes up to 99, which is wild to have. Which means 99% of the time he's going to be in the right spot. And when you play with him, that's how he feels. And that's why so many people love him, I think. Did this Dalbero, I was doing the Calcio SBC, fantastic card. that's one thing I recommend. If you're someone like me who gets a lot of packs and just plays for packs and cards, look at the league SBCs, and if you have 5 to 6 players in a club, do that team, because it might only cost you 4K to buy out the rest of that team, and that 4K could be like a premium gold players pack where you could literally get and then discard and make your 4K back if you don't get anything, or you could pack a higher rated card to use for future SBCs. That's pretty much how I approach it. So this is my number 1 team, and then my second team, because I have so many cards, I just don't like using one team. It's probably my fault. I probably should be using one team. Is this like Prem La Liga hybrid I have going on? Kubo, my favorite attacking card I have in the whole club. Mars is getting real close to it. Daniel James, I play him at center mid, and his whole role is to just explode. He's on 7 chem, but I basically want him to overlap like IOR and then just hit the box, hit the box, hit the box. And then Conte is my sitting guy, kind of like Roy Keane, and Lampard plays the whole kind of like IOR. I'm going to sit here, I'm going to help defend, I'm also going to help pass. And you could say James is the Nedved of this formation. This backline is self-explanatory. I bought Robertson and Van Dijk just because I had the money to do it. I wanted to buy a player. I've been saying the whole year, why did I not have Van Dijk in the team? Got Van Dijk in the team. Varane packed this guy on tradable way back when. As you can see, we're about to hit the 500 cap mark, so you can tell he's loyal. Ramos did his SBC. I think you really, really missed out if you didn't, because his SBC is worth it. But I actually think he is a full-time SBC. So I'm going to put Nedved back in here so you can get his fitness. And then we will go. I actually have the same tactics on this team, so we can just do a better breakdown of the tactics. So this, with my width, I have it on 6. Now 6 width with a 4-3-1-2 will make it not be as narrow on defense, so Lampard and Daniel James more cover the gap between Robertson and Van Dijk because we're pressed so high, and the same thing for Varane and Ramos. So that's why I have the width on 6. Now depth, like I already explained to you guys, I want everyone from the central center mid up to be in the box. Fast build up 5-5. I don't think that, me personally, I just want the game to be quick because I don't want them to be able to get their drop back set up so everybody can sit there. I don't personally believe that any of these are that much different. I know there is a big difference if you use possession, and you can feel that in the game. But all these other ones, I don't really see what the difference is. I like using fast build because it might be a little bit trickier, but honestly, if there's been times when I've had this on balance, long ball, all that stuff, and I haven't even noticed because it's just I input a lot. I do more other things, but fast build up 5-5. I want everything to be lightning quick, so if you're on drop back, they won't have a time to set up. And there's also things with the last patch to where if someone's using the drop back tactic or using overload ball side, the players won't perform the same aggressive animations. The problem with that is people will not use drop back now and they go balanced one depth, and then the aggressive animations are still happening. But if you're someone if you're playing against someone who can tell that they're doing drop back, and as soon as you get it, their left wings and right wings are tucking in and sprinting to the back line. If you got fast build up doing 1-2s, you'll be able to kind of exploit that a little bit. But yeah, I pretty much just use this formation, go at kids for fun. I'm approaching it the rest of the year as just basically have fun with the game, man. Have fun with any game. I mean, if anyone is out there playing FIFA, you want to play clubs, I'm down. I'm really just trying to get through this like everybody else. I'm in PA right now, so it's not that bad here yet, but it's not that great. Everything's pretty much shut down. We're allowed to go where we want to for the most part, but Jersey just had this whole thing where now you have to have pieces of paper saying where you're going to go. I'm pretty sure that's what's coming for us next. So I'm figuring right now, might as well get on the grind. I'm about to try to upgrade my editing to make it a little bit better. I'm going to stream some games right now on Rivals on Twitch, and then we will take those games and clips I get with this formation and any goals, and I'm going to show you kind of how I score my goals. So those will probably be coming in somewhere around now. Hopefully if I get them, maybe I'll just upload a separate goal compilation video. I don't know. It depends how long this one is because I don't want to keep it forever. But hopefully you guys liked my content. I'm about to try to do this again. I'm going to stream Foot Champs. Gonna show a lot of things I do just during the week to keep my club going. I think there's a lot of little things that people don't do on FIFA that even if the game is pissing you off, you should be doing just to keep up with the flow of things, such as watching SBCs, always doing cards that you think are viable. If you have fodder in your club, instead of just discarding on tradables, put them into things to get more out of. little things like that. But hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. If I got goals coming, they'll be coming in right now. And if I don't, I'll put up a goal video next. So I'm gonna catch y'all in the neall next video. Y'all have a good day.